Welcome to Teens Program
at GPB.
at GPB.
Daniel Promise Onwaha Iwachi.
And Hiran Munachin Onoha.
Good. I am 14 years old.
And I'm 16 years old.
Okay, what I want to become in the future, by profession, I want to be a diplomat or a journalist. But in my spare time, what I'm mostly into is music. So yeah, what I want to be is a musician.
Okay. I want to be, by profession, I want to be a medical doctor and also a rocket scientist. Because there's not too many things you can be in life. You can be anything you want to be. So I want to be a medical doctor as well as a rocket scientist.
Okay, what motivated me? I won't say anything really motivated me because I've always been like that. I've always been into music. I've always wanted to be a diplomat, so nothing motivated me. That's just who I am. That's just it.
What motivated me? That's a good question actually. When I was young, I do see surgeons do surgery, gynecologists successfully bringing people out of the womb and bring children to life. And also, I used to watch NASA launch most of their rockets, so that lifted up my spirit. That gave me a sense of what I want to be in the future. That I love what they are doing, and I would like to be a medical doctor as well as a rocket scientist.
Okay. Some of the problems I think the teenagers are facing is, I would say, for me specifically, I would say underestimation, because this happens like with parents. Like when your son or your child or daughter says, "I want to do this," you be like, "No, you're too young. They are too old for this yet." Does not matter how old you are or how young you are. Just does not matter. If you love doing it, you can do it. That's just the problem. Underestimation.
That's a good question. The problem facing one of the problems facing the teenagers, most teenagers end up chasing or behaving or going after what they are not. That is where you get most of our teenagers pretending to be who they are not. And by the time they are done doing all that, when they will discover what they are supposed to do, it will be too late to come back to it. And that is a very big problem in our society today.
Sure. I can show you a bit of my parents. So some literally pain is a part of it. Thought that would change if I go down with melody. Guess I've been moving too fast. You say harmony. I say baby, you should know pain's a part of me. Haley, I help you, I promise. What I say up before I met Annie. What I would do was incredible. Then you came in and changed up my attitude.
I can't show you anything right now because I'm not with the materials, but if you stick with me, I'm going to show you how to make a model rocket with just household materials. That can be, it's not as difficult as you expect because it's very easy. Because what is rocket propulsion? Propulsion is gotten from a Greek word propel, which means to push forward. So rocket propulsion has to do with to push the rocket forward. And as we all know, rocket is an engine for carrying materials, objects, satellites to space. Okay. Then dealing with that, when you talk about rockets, seeing how the Earth is moving about its own axis, giving us a rotational reference. That is by the way. Then as we're on Earth, we are also moving at a speed of about 0.5 or so kilometer per hour. But when you want to calculate the trajectory or the motion of a rocket, you don't actually use the velocity. You use the change in momentum of that rocket. As we all know, momentum is a product of a body's mass and its velocity.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, my nickname is DMP. Yeah, that's my nickname.
Okay, I don't actually have a nickname. My name remains my name. Okay, I don't have a nickname, but I would like to be called the Elon Musk of Africa.
Dampi said, Daniel promised in our today's program that underestimation and not knowing the area you need to fit in the society, or limitation by parent guidance is the cause of the problem most teenagers are facing in the society today. Yes, I think I agree with them, because most parents want their young ones to fit into their own ideas. Some parent doesn't want to hear their children out. Some parent doesn't want them some guidance because they wanted a particular skill, because they have an expectation for that child, which isn't a bad expectation. Thinking maybe the child doesn't have a right, or the child doesn't have a life of his or herself. They want them to fit into their own shoes. But sometimes it got me wondering, how can you ask a fish to climb a tree? And how can you ask a lizard to fly? So most times, every child is born unique. Every child is born special, with a special talent, with a special skill. Next time on this show, we'll be differentiating between talent, gift, and skill. Once again, I would say thank you for joining us on this program. Join us again, same time next week on this channel. Do not fail to subscribe. Click on the subscription button and like, comment. What do you think are the problems facing the teenagers in the society today? Would you want your child to be a part of this program? Holler us on the comment section. Thank you once again. We love you.